If it's not the website, it's the attitude of Americans. A new poll indicates more than a quarter of uninsured Americans say they'll just pay a fine rather than sign up for Obamacare before the deadline. The Gallup poll shows 28% saying they will likely pay the fine. 63% of uninsured Americans expect to get insurance before the deadline. Gallup also found that 81% of the people surveyed were aware of the fine.
We've been talking about this all morning long here at KFBK. Riverside Congressman Mark Takano has sent a letter to California Attorney General Kamala Harris asking her to take down the coveringhealthcareca.com website because he says it's too similar to the official Covered California website, which is coveredca.com. And it links visitors to wrong places, and it generates incorrect tax information.
Now, the website is run by the California Assembly Republican Caucus. It's been up since August. The question is it sabotage or constituent service?
So let's talk to the congressman right now, Democratic Congressman Mark Takano. Good morning, sir. Thanks for coming on with us here at KFBK.
My pleasure, Amy and Ed.
So your biggest problem with this is what?
My biggest problem with this is that it poses as a legitimate official government website, and it closely imitates the authentic coveredca.com website. But the problem is that when people go to that website, they can't get information about the plans that are available to them. They can't find out if they're available, if they have any subsidies that are available to help them buy a plan, and they can't enroll in a plan at that website. And then beyond that, there's also just plain wrong information there.
Now, I think in your view, some of the stories I've been reading, quoting you, that the Republicans are basically trying to put their spin on health care.
Not only they're putting their spin on it, but this appears to be an intentional attempt to confuse people and to depress enrollments and to discourage people and by just giving them plain misleading information or wrong information.
Well, I'm looking at the site right now, though. You say it looks like a government site. It actually just says Covering Healthcare, a California Resource Guide, and it does have the link to Covered California.
Right. Well, it links there, but the person going to that site doesn't necessarily know. They may think that coveringhealthcareca.com is the site where they can get insurance, and clearly the Assembly Republicans would like the citizen to look through that website, but in the process they're going to be given a lot of political rhetoric and their own political spin rather than straight out information on how to enroll in a healthcare plan. That's what people are going to that site. That's what they're thinking they have to go. That's what they're thinking when they go to that site, and that's just plain. I'm just astonished that any elected official, whether they be state, federal, or local, would be doing anything to confuse or mislead citizens about health care coverage. It's just too important. It's just a too important subject for Californians we don't want to play with the lives of our citizens in this way.
Quickly, sir, have you heard from Kamala Harris? Is she going to take it down?
We've confirmed that Kamala Harris has received our letter. We're awaiting her response. I'm very pleased that she's taken down 10 other sites. This is the first time I've actually seen official government money involved. I mean, the money involved here was the money to fund the mailers that contained the coveringhealthcareca.com website. To use public funds, with regard to confusing citizens, to me is just I'm in disbelief that anyone would do that.
Well, we appreciate your time this morning. Thanks very much, Democratic Congressman Mark Takano, joining us live.